Right.
And go!
No, I haven't. I was about to push the button.
I actually already pressed it, so we could be on time. It started. Welcome to Kids Church!
And welcome to our house.
And welcome to your house.
Yes.
How's your week been, Ben?
Not too bad, thank you, Sharon. It's a bit the same as last week.
Oh, yeah?
Which was a bit the same as the week before.
Yeah.
Which was a bit the same as sometime in early June.
It is becoming to be the same a lot, isn't it?
It is.
So
it is.
In a way, we're kind of getting used to it. In a way, kind of getting bored of it.
Yes, looking at the same walls and the same people. Not getting bored of the people, but looking at the same people. Although I'm a teacher and I actually get to talk to some of my students
Yeah?
during the week, which is really, really good.
That's good.
I get to give them a spelling test on Friday.
Yeah. Tests?
Spelling test. Yeah, spelling
Even
tests.
when they're at home?
It's remote learning, not remote relaxing.
Oh, I'm not at school, so I don't know how it all works as a kid.
Well, with spelling tests, I read out words and then they spell them.
Oh, I remember having a spelling test, but I just didn't know how you did it remotely.
Ah, there we go. Well,
because
I
can't pass the word.
Well, no, that's not how it works. I read it out, they write it down, and then they hand it into the school later on, and I mark it and see how they went spelling words that are
Like
quite
Job.
tricky. Nope.
Job's a tricky word. It sounds like it should be spelt with like 4 letters, but it's actually spelt like job.
Yes, it is, Sharon. Well done. But we learn
it's tricky.
words like photovoltaic and electromagnetism, and we even had one of Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis, which some of the kids in my class can say it better than I can and
That's not a
spell
real
it
word.
better than I can.
That can't be
No, it
real.
is. It is. But Job is tricky as well.
Well, I guess we've all got to start where we're up to. Do you know, I find even just writing the number of letters in a word tricky sometimes.
Do you?
Yep.
Wow. Yeah,
But-
so do I actually.
I thought that I would give you a test since you keep giving kids a test.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only fair. And it wasn't even your kids that told me. But what I was thinking is because this is like the 5th week of this term, and this is our last week we've been studying Ruth and Job. And for all that time we've been doing one memory verse. So I thought today was the perfect time for a memory verse test.
In Morse code. Well, 50%
no.
Morse code, but we've only got the dashes there.
No dots.
No dots.
Little things up there. They're not hyphens. They're
Apostrophes?
Yep, I remember what they're called. But, yeah, so
there's also
that's your test.
So I have to fill that in, do I?
Yes, you have to remember the verses because these guys have been learning
Right,
it. So
okay.
you should know it 100%.
I should.
What colour text are you going to use?
I'm going to use green.
Ooh, that's your favourite colour.
Green.
Yeah, well, I knew that. That's like only letters.
Only letters.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'd
There
have
are
to
no
put
numbers
dashes.
in the word green.
No. Well, anyway, let's get started because it's
Please
a lot.
do.
There's
All
lots
right.
of words.
Oh no, the first word is trust. So
Yep.
I'm going to write that down.
Very good. Good start.
T-R-U-S-T. Now I'm writing it in capitals, but you shouldn't write all of your words in capitals.
Okay, stop doing
because
teachers. Just keep going. There's lots of words.
being
to do.
teachers, multiple
Yeah.
teachers. I'm a multiple teacher. Trust and no. Trust
No.
the.
I think they're going to be going quicker than you because you
Trust.
guys probably have already memorised this, haven't you?
Trust the Lord.
Yep. Everyone knows it's trust the Lord to
Trust
start with.
the Lord.
Big word.
Completely.
Oh, yes. Completely. Can you spell it? Go on, Mr. Teacher Dude. Oh, he's nearly there.
Trust the Lord completely.
All right.
Comma's already there.
Yep.
And,
Yep. And what?
this one's got an
got the
apostrophe. This
apostrophe.
one's a contraction, which means it's got two
Stop
words that have
doing
been
teachery
joined into be one
things,
word, and the
okay?
apostrophe
Stop doing teachery stuff and just fill it out.
replaces the missing letters.
Okay. And he's nearly got it. And don't. What aren't you going to do? Don't something with...
it
was another D word.
like a pool.
What?
Like a pool.
Depend pool?
Yeah, you don't want to be in the deep end.
Ah. Yes, it's nearly like a
Depend
deep end.
in,
but
depend
it's a
on.
Depend.
Depend
on. What don't we want to depend on? Your. Very good.
Own.
Yep.
Understand. No.
It's like understanding.
It is like understanding.
What do you call your wisdom stuff?
My wisdom stuff?
Yeah, not your teeth. You're just your wisdom in your brain.
Oh, well,
smarts.
I'm already halfway through the word here.
Oh, you
You're
are
distracting
too. You're doing
me.
well.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yep.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
And you're also halfway through the memory verse.
All right.
Keep going. Are you going to change colours? Go on. Change to pink.
I will change to pink. All right. So, with
Yeah. With what?
most with
No.
no. There's 5 letters
With
there.
lots.
Oh, every.
Yep.
With every.
This reminds me of a song. Du, du, du. Du, du,
Du,
du,
du,
du, du.
Oh, yeah,
It's
creepy
like an
song.
old time song.
Step
With every step, what?
you take,
Ah,
every move
there's the
you
one.
make.
No, that
every-
doesn't come into it. Just
That
Every-
okay. Yep.
every step you take. Yep, and what's the next line?
Every step you take,
We have to.
brain.
It's not brain.
No, I'm writing
What do you
down.
do
Think.
with it? Oh, good.
Think about.
What do we have to think about? We have to think about what?
Think about what? Okay,
Oh,
what?
I just
Alright.
gave you the next word. Think about what?
We
No.
want. No, that doesn't fit. We, he. No, it's not us, is it?
I'm trying to give you a
It's not
clue.
us.
No.
It's he. Because it's talking about God.
Yeah.
Think about what he wants.
Very good. And we're nearly up to the last sentence.
Do you have another texter for me to use?
No, you can either go back
okay.
to green or stick with pink.
Okay.
Only 2
I'm going to
colours.
stick with pink.
Okay.
Okay, think about what
This is
he
all verse
wants.
6, so that's good.
And do you know
lots
most
of
of the
ands.
3-letter words on here are going to be and or that, and
Oh,
probably
there's
and.
own.
Yes, you're right, Sharon. and
And-
he,
What will he
with every step
do?
you take, think about what he wants, and he will help
Yes, he will help what?
me.
No, kind of.
Well, me in 3 letters is you,
Oh, right, okay.
because I was reading it, and so it's speaking to me when I was
Right.
reading it.
Okay, he will
Help
help you.
you.
And this is the bit where we had the guys in the memory verse video kind of do the yelling at the end.
Is it go? Because I've written that down.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Oh, look,
Go.
another 3-letter word. That's
I
your
wonder
favourite.
if it's own.
No. Nope, it's not.
Oh, it's that.
It is.
Do you know that
It's
most of the words in here are either going to be and
There's only
or
2
that?
more words
Okay.
to go.
Go the...
Not the left.
The right.
1 more word, and it's a 3-letter word, Ben.
The. Go the right own. Go the
No.
right way.
I reckon these guys finished it so much faster than that, but you've done a good job.
Well, they didn't have to listen
Do
to
you want me to
you.
hold it up?
Trust the Lord completely and don't depend on your own knowledge. I'm reading it from the screen because I'm looking at
Right.
that there.
Even though you've memorised
With
it.
every step you take, think about what he wants and he will help you go the right way.
And where do we find that, Ben?
Well, we find that in Proverbs 3, 5-6.
Yes, because it's 2 verses. It was so long.
It was.
Such a tricky verse to learn because it was 2 verses. You've done a good job.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay, and I think I remember correctly, the kids are going to have to write it down in their activities today. See if they can remember all.
I hope you remember it correctly because you're making those activities.
Yes. So I might do some fill in the blanks for the P to 2s, but I think that the older kids will have to remember it all by themselves.
Well, okay then.
Yep.
Should we go to a song?
Do you know? Yeah, we should. And then after that,
Oh, you've still got more to say.
all I was going to say is that we'll do the actual video of the memory verse, and you can watch this and check that you definitely got it right, and all your thus were supposed to be thus.
Sounds excellent.
Cool. Okay. let's have that song now.
Okay then.
You're the king over everything. Son of God, you're here and you'll never leave. You're the truth and I believe. I was lost till I found you and you found me. No, I won't quiet down. No, I gotta shout it out. Everybody hear that Jesus is my hero. 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 Light up the world and now I see. With open eyes my future waiting for me. You make the world the start to the end. And in the end, it's you that I can depend. No, I won't quiet down. No, I gotta shout it out. Everybody hear that Jesus is my hero. 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 He's my hero. Hey, oh, he's my hero. Hey, oh, he's my hero. Everybody hear that? He's my hero. Jesus is my hero. Jesus is my hero. Jesus is my hero. Jesus is my hero. I won't quiet down. Jesus is my hero. I shout it out. Jesus is my hero. You're my hero now. Jesus is my hero. I won't quiet down. Jesus is my hero. Gotta shout it out. Jesus is my hero. You're my hero now.
Trust the Lord
completely
and don't
depend
on your own.
knowledge
With every
step.
you take, think about what
He wants
and He will help you go the
right
way. Proverbs chapter 3
verses 5 to 6.
Remember Job? His animals were either stolen or killed. His servants and children all died. Job was so upset he tore his clothes and shaved his head. But it didn't stop. Then he got sores all over his body, from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. Things were pretty bad for Job. But Job had 3 friends. Their names were Eliphaz,
I'm Eliphaz.
Bildad,
I'm Bildad.
and Zophar.
I'm Zophar.
Job's friends heard about what had happened to Job and they were very concerned. They went to find him to comfort him. When they were still a long way off, they saw a man. They stopped. It looked like Job, but it couldn't be. The man was bald and covered in sores. He looked terrible But it was Job. When they reached him, the friends were so upset they cried out loud. They were so upset they tore their clothes. They were so upset they sprinkled dust on their heads. They were so upset they sat down with Job, and they didn't speak for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. Not one of them said a word. Everyone knew how much pain Job was in. After 7 days of silence, Job's friends decided to help Job. They opened their mouths and they began to talk. Eliphaz was the first one to try.
You must have done a bad thing and now God is punishing you for it.
If you stop sinning, God will stop punishing you.
Because bad things don't happen to people who love God.
Job's friends talked and talked and talked.
Blah, blah, blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah,
blah,
blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah, blah.
blah, 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 blah.
Finally, Job had had enough. Will you stop? You are wrong. God is not punishing me for some bad thing I did. Bad things happen. Bad things happen to everyone. Even people who love God have bad things happen to them. Job's friends tried to help, but instead of helping, they ended up hurting Job more. They said the wrong things. Bad things don't always happen because people are bad. Bad things happened to Jesus and he was always good. The friends were at their best when they sat and cried with Job. Children, when someone has had a bad thing happen, sometimes the best thing we can do is to listen and to feel their hurt. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Well, we need to do twice as much listening as we do speaking. Let's pray. Dear God, we know that bad things happen to everyone. Bad things happened to Jesus, and he was always good. Please help us to know how to care for someone who is hurting. Help us to be quick to listen and slow to speak. Amen.
From time to time I fall behind and I can't see the finish line. But Jesus came to show me he's the way. Pick me up from the miry clay, turn my darkness into day. He set my feet on the rock and here I'll stay. Now I'm singing, I found love that's deep and wide. I found love that's deep inside. Since Jesus came my way, I will never be the same. I found love that's deep and wide.
Here we go, come on. Here we go, come on.
With Jesus right here by my side, the past is done, the future's bright. You shine a light that's showing me the way. Picked me up from the miry clay, turned my darkness into day. You set my feet on the rock and here I'll stay. Now I'm singing, I found love that's deep and wide. I found love that's deep inside. Since Jesus came my way, I will never be the same. I found love that's deep and wide.
Here we go, come on. Everybody step to the left 3 times, singing I found love.
I found love.
Everybody step to the right 3 times, singing I found love.
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 Giving someone a hug,
Someone to hug.
'cause I found love.
I found love. I found love that's deep and wide. I found love that's deep inside. Since Jesus came my way, I will never be the same. I found love that's deep and wide. I found love that's deep and wide. I found love that's deep inside. Since Jesus came my way, I will never be the same. I found love that's deep and wide.
So the enter key on your keyboard is red, but the escape key and the tab key are like blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, S for Sharon is yellow.
And watch this.
Whoa!
Changes colour.
Changes colour when you hit.
Yeah.
Oh, we're recording, Ben.
That's very cool. Yeah, I
Is this
know. I
supposed-
pushed the button.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be concentrating. What? Well, they're probably bored and walked
Well,
off now.
I was fine right up until the point you started talking about technology, and then I got sidetracked.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to focus a little bit more.
Oh, don't talk to me about technology then.
Okay, so this is the outro, and we're finished for today. But we're also finished Job,
We are.
because we've looked at the story of Job and how last week he was a very blessed man, but then lots of bad things happened to him and his family, and
But he still trusted God.
he did still trust God, and he was even sick. But
Yeah.
everyone says like he lost everything. He's one of the greatest examples of losing everything.
Yeah. And then his friends turned up.
Yeah, this week his friends came.
Yeah.
They sounded excited to be there, but then they got there and they didn't even recognise him.
No, he looked so different with no hair and sores all over his body.
He was not in a good way.
Not at all. And then they sat and they talked to him. No, they didn't.
Not first of all.
No, they didn't
First of
talk
all,
to
they
him.
did a really good thing.
7 days.
Sat there.
Absolute silence.
And just nice and quiet and just kept him
Absolute
company
silence.
while he was really sad.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, were you wanting me to be silent? Was that
I'm thinking
was that a
7
clue?
days of absolute silence. I don't know about you guys, but I've found that while we've been at home, it's been very noisy all the time. There's not really a time where everything's just really, really quiet. So I was just enjoying the thought of absolute silence for a little
Some
while.
people like noise, though. Some people like to have noise all the time, and they start getting lonely when it's quiet.
Yes, I guess they do.
So it depends what kind of person you are. Maybe
True.
Maybe the loud people should run outside and just go, "Ah!" and the quiet people can stay inside.
You should have your own advice section in this.
Well, that's kind of what we were talking about with the friends today.
Yeah, they were giving advice.
Maybe their advice wasn't
And it
great
wasn't
advice.
good advice.
No, it was not. So just wanted to give that example
Oh,
of
go
a real
you.
life situation. Speaking of real life, though,
Yes.
next week, real life, we're not going to be... Well, we are going to be here, but
They're...
camera is not going to be here.
So they're not going to be here.
They're not going to be looking at us.
Whoa.
They'll probably be
What
there.
are they going to be looking at?
Well, they'll be looking at someone else.
Oh.
I wonder who it will be.
I have a feeling you know.
Yes, I do. But you don't.
I don't.
No.
No, I don't know. Yeah, that's right.
I've had the secret plans to look at. So, next week, exciting. We've done Ruth. Oh, I pointed at the right spot.
Well done.
And we've had Job, who's kind of back a bit before Ruth.
And Abe.
We haven't done Abe this week. He's up there. He is up there. We've also got David up there, which we talked about David last year, so we can just keep everything in our minds of where stuff happens.
Yep.
But next week, we're going to start a new Old Testament character. Now, I'd love to tell you who it is because it's a very exciting Old Testament character in the whole story of the Bible and leading up to Jesus. But I think I should leave it to the people that are going to be doing it.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Introduce him.
Him.
Yes. That's my only clue that I'll give. It's a him.
Wow. That's a great clue, Sharon.
Well, it's not supposed to be a good clue. So next
And that's
week...
why it's assigned to you to give.
Anyway, so next week, we'll miss you even more because we won't even be talking to you.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a whole lot of fun activities for you to do today. And there'll be a whole lot of things happening for the rest of this term. And we hope you enjoy that. And it's going to look probably a little bit different, maybe even a little bit more professional.
Couldn't get less.
It will be different. So please enjoy your week. I think enjoy the story of Job as well. It seems like a sad story, but it helps us remember what it's like when we're in tough situations.
Yeah, and it's not our fault when bad things happen. I really liked that in the story of Job, that his friends started saying, oh, you've done the wrong thing. You have bad things happening to you because of that. It's a nice reminder that it's nothing that we've done to deserve a lot of the bad things that happen, and that we need to stay faithful
Trusting
to God
God,
and trust him because it's all part of his plan.
Yeah, and that's what I like about these two stories that we've had. We've had the story of Ruth, and we've learned about how Naomi didn't trust God, and how then Ruth did trust God, and then we've learned about how Job trusted God even when everything went wrong. So it'd be really interesting to see how trusting God might come into the story of the next person as well.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Excellent.
Well, we should probably head off.
You going to sing another song?
Not on camera, no.
No, but we will have a song coming up.
Yes. And did you know that both of our parents actually watch this every week?
Do they?
They do.
Did you want to say hey to your mum?
They do.
Hey,
Hey,
Mum.
Mum.
And you've
and
probably
Dad.
got... These guys are
And
probably...
Dad.
Oh, we shouldn't forget our dads.
Oh. Hey, Dad.
And we also should make sure you guys say hi to your mum or your dad.
Yep.
And make sure, maybe even give them a hug, just so that they don't feel like you've forgotten about them and
Yeah.
trying to avoid them.
Yep. Because this is all really quite hard for you guys, but also your parents as well.
Yeah, they'd love to have a hug.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, off to a song.
Yes, let's go and do that song.
See you
Bye.
later, guys.
This is DJ Maddie with the lads and the Na-Na song. Get ready to move to the never-failing, ever-remaining promises of God. Let's go! God is with you when you rise.
So move yourself to the left and the right.
He's with you when you're up and down.
And bounce and pop down to the ground.
God is with you 24/7.
Step left and right, keep on stepping.
He's with you through the highs and lows.
Clap, clap your hands as you go.
Yeah, here we go.
Wherever you go, you were never alone. God is with you all the time. Through time. Through the day and through the night.
Now I got it, but do you got it? I don't know. This time I want you to holler out the promises while you move. Look, like this. God is with